Welcome to this presentation of the American Electric Football League, the Louisiana Panthers versus the Carolina Sharks from Conway, South Carolina. These are two of the recent expansion teams that I've painted and based up in the last couple weeks. I really don't know what to expect, but I hope this game is entertaining. You have full roster names for each team, and one of the things I'm trying to do is I'm taking names from the towns of the state that the team plays in and using those town names as player names. Sometimes it's their first name, sometimes it's their last name, sometimes it's both. Example, Falcon Godwin is the name of the starting quarterback for the Sharks. Those are two towns in North Carolina. Okay, the players are warming up on the field. Kickoff shortly. Let's get this one underway. The Louisiana Panthers are set to receive the opening kickoff. Alvin Hodge, 86, and 89. Elton Epps are back deep to receive the kick for the Panthers. Here's the opening kick. It's away. Goes right to Elton Epps. Epps up across the 5. Met at the 12 by Jackson Jefferson. Turned. That has him cutting hard to the near sideline. And it looks like he will go out of bounds at the 23-yard line, setting up the Panthers with a first down from there. Panthers come out in a two tight end single back set. Here's the snap. Dodson will look to throw. Drops back the second stop. No pressure yet. He'll step up the pass. Has to get to the 21 unengaged. He does. Looking downfield. He's got Hodge open near side at the 34-yard line. Looking to connect with Hodge. And it's complete. Takes a shot from Jefferson. Hodge across the 40. Jefferson does manage to turn him at the 45, and he's down there. It's a pickup of 22 yards on a first down. Panthers once again come out in the two tight end single back set. First and 10 from the 45-yard line. Here's the snap. Dodson will look to throw again. Once again clean at second stop. Now he'll step up. Has to get to the 43. He gets hit by Denton at the 41, and then he stumbles away and turns, but he turns after a base length away from Denton, so he's not down. He does have to throw here, however. And does he have someone open? Yes, he's got his tight end, Baldwin, wide open at the Sharks 40. Baldwin looking to catch this pass inside the 35, but he drops it. A knockover of the ball marker in this league is a drop pass. Oh, he was wide open. Missed opportunity for the Panthers brings up a second down. A 4 of a 7-play second quarter. We missed a snap on the play. Here's first stop, second and 10. Dodson back to throw again. Hits his mark at the 33. Looking to step up to stop 3 so he can throw. Denton chasing, Denton missing. Gets by York. Gets up to stop 3. Looking downfield, he's got Baldwin open again. Baldwin's inside the 40. He dropped the last pass that was thrown to him. Baldwin going for the ball inside the 35. And he brings this one in. Gets by Jefferson inside the 20. He'll rumble out of bounds at the 15. Big 40-yard pickup by the Panthers, and they're down to the 15-yard line. First and 10. We missed the snap again. It's exhibition season for me as well. Dodson back to pass again on first down. He's ready to step up the throw. Activate the switch. Here comes Atkinson. Hits him at the front of the base. He gets away from Atkinson's tackle. He rolls to his right. And York hits him at the 20 and brings him down. Heavy pressure by the Sharks in that play, and they get him for a 5-yard loss. So after the sack, the 5-yard sack, it's second down and 15 from the 20-yard line for the Panthers. We're on the play 6. 2 plays left to go in the first quarter. No score. Panthers stay in a two tight end single back set. Sharks go to a dime. Here's the second down snap. There's Baldwin. He's been getting open for the Panthers. And this is a pass. Dotson hits his mark at the 32. That's second stop. Dotson races upfield to throw. Chased by Atkinson. Dotson gets away. He gets the third stop. Does he have anyone open? Every receiver is covered except for, you guessed it, Baldwin. But this is a very difficult pass. Just look at it. Just a sliver of the target ball is in bounds. And Baldwin is going to go for it and misses it. He just misses it. Can't bring it in. Does catch it with his hand, but his base was already out of bounds. As we watch this on instant replay, Baldwin came so close to getting the first down here. Look at how close he comes here. Just side of base. Then he gets a hand on it, but his base was already out of bounds. So that brings up third down. Also the last play of the first quarter. Panthers go 4 wide. Sharks stay in the dime. Panthers need to get to the 5-yard line for the first down. Here's the third down snap. Oh, that gives to Broussard. Broussard up the middle, but he's going to be hit and driven back by York. York got him right at the line of scrimmage. So that's fourth down. Sharks' defensive line really came to play inside that red zone. And the field goal kicker will come on for a 31-yard try to end the first quarter. Let's see if he can nail this from 31. We're going to use the same kicker for both teams in this exhibition game. Kick is away. It's good. And the Panthers have the early lead, 3-0 as we go to quarter number 2. We'll go to quarter number 2 here in Conway, South Carolina. Sharks trail 3-0. And new to this season, we will be doing kickoffs after every score. And they will count as plays. So the Sharks await this kickoff. And the kick's away. Joe Pauly will return the ball from the goal line on the far side of the field. And the only Panther I see there in the position to make any type of play downfield appears to be Rich Martin, number 37, right around the 20-yard line. Here's the return. And Pauly avoids Martin. It's by a couple other Panthers too, across the 20, but then promptly turns hard to his left and runs out of bounds at the 25. First and 10 for the Sharks at their own 25-yard line. Play 2, second quarter, down 3-0, and Nate Dillon with a handoff, big hole across midfield and falls on his own on the far side of the field at the Panther 25. What a huge gaping hole that the Sharks created in that play for Nate Dillon. 50-yard gain, first and 10 at the 25-yard line for the Sharks. Down 3-0, but threatening. They're in a single back, 2 tight end set. Play 3, second quarter. Here's the snap. Another give to Dillon. Dillon takes the ball, goes straight up the middle, pushing right in behind the center, and they're just pushing that Panther defensive line away. He breaks into the clear, and he is going to run out of bounds at about the 4-yard line. The middle linebacker, Longstreet, got just enough of the front of Dillon's base to turn him out of bounds and save a touchdown. But still a huge run for the Sharks and a first down inside the 5. First and goal for the Sharks, the Panther 4. Play 4 coming up. Panther defense getting a little tighter here. Linebackers and corners coming up to guard the goal line. 2 tight end, single back set. Here's a snap. Give to Dillon. Dillon going to try the left side, behind left guard. Wisbin, the linebacker, hits him at the line, but he is going to break away from that tackle and stroll into the end zone. Touchdown Carolina, and they've taken their first lead. Here's the extra point try. It's away, and it is good. And Carolina leads 7-3. On to play 5 now. Louisiana trailing for the first time in the game and set to receive the kickoff. And the kick is away. Curving to the far side of the field. Epps will take it at the goal line. This will be his second return today. Epps across the 10, across the 20, turns to his left, runs into his school Sharks. Gets by all of them at the 25-yard line. He's got room to run. Crossing the 40, across midfield. Look out, he could be gone. He is. Epps, 100 yards. That was some run by Epps. He put the special in special teams. And you should have seen the coach of the Sharks glare at his special teams unit as they came off the field. Panthers retake the lead, 9-7, trying to make it 10-7 here. And they do. Louisiana 10, Carolina 7. And now Carolina set to receive the kickoff. Play 6. 2 plays left to go in the first half. And the kick is away. It's headed straight to Joe Pauly. Pauly across the 15. Across the 20. Turning it hard to his left again. That seems to be his pattern, and he does go out of bounds at about the 30-yard line. This season, the teams have to get to at least the 50-yard line to try a field goal. So with 1 play left to go in the half, the Sharks have 20 yards to go to get in the field goal range. Here's the first down snap. Sharks will pass for the first time. Panthers in a dime. Godwin back to throw. He has to step up. Longstreet comes in. The middle linebacker comes in and sacks Godwin to end the half. What a play by Longstreet. Let's watch that one on replay. Godwin had to get up to the 28, which is third stop, to throw. And he was met way back at the 22 by Longstreet, who blitzed from his middle linebacker position. Well, that play will bring us to halftime with the Louisiana Panthers leading 10-7. Okay, ready to start the second half. The teams have changed sides. Carolina set to receive the opening kickoff in the second half. The kick is away. The kick goes straight to Lane Holly. Holly from the goal line. Takes it across the 10 and then cuts sharply to his left. And it looks like he's going to go out of bounds shy of the 20-yard line. He does at the 17. I don't know, man. If you're going to run it back like that, you might as well take a knee. So the Sharks will set up shop deep in their own territory at the 17-yard line. Play 2, third quarter. Sharks trail 10-7. Coming out in the 2 tight end single back set. Here's a snap. Give this to Dillon. Dillon was been the workhorse, and he fights through contact across the 30. And here he goes again. Dillon across midfield. And out of bounds on the far side of the field. They will mark him out at the 28-yard line of the Panthers. And Dillon continues to torture Louisiana. First and 10 for Carolina at the 28-yard line of Louisiana. Hand off to Dillon once again. He gets behind center. Looks like he's got a hole on the right side. Oh, and he falls over as he tries to hit that hole. Boy, he had lots of room to run there, but he lost his balance after a gain of 3. That's second down and 7 at the 25-yard line of Louisiana. Play 4 of a 7-play third quarter. Second down and 7 for Carolina. They come out in a 2 tight end single back set. Here's a snap, another give to Dillon. Why not? Left side off tackle, and he's going to march into the end zone. He was absolutely untouched on that play, and Carolina's going to take the lead back on that 25-yard run. 13-10 Sharks are looking to make it 14-10, and they do. Sharks set the kickoff to Louisiana as we go to play 5 here in the third quarter. I think they would like to keep the ball away from Epps. He returned the ball 100 yards for a touchdown on the Panthers' last kickoff return. The kick is away, and it's going to Alvin Hodge this time. Hodge taking it from the goal line. You've got 3 Sharks in pretty good position. Hodge with the ball. Makes Garner miss at the 10. Takes it across the 15. Oh, and he's met by York and Madison at the 17-yard line and driven back. That is a fantastic gang tackle special teams play by York and Madison. That will pin Louisiana back deep. First and 10 at their own 17. Play 6, third quarter. Hand off to Broussard. Broussard getting pushed back, but he's behind his offensive line, not by defensive front of base contact, so he's still alive. And he's trying to fight through a tackle now by Madison. He breaks away from Madison, cuts hard to his right, across the field, and he will run out of bounds at about the 28-yard line. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down. That takes us to play 7, last play of the third quarter. Panthers down 14-10. They have a first and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Come out in the 2 tight end, single back set. Here's the first down snap. Another give to Broussard. Broussard looking to pick his way up the middle. Runs into Washington at about the 29. And gets turned slightly. Let's see if he can regain. No, he's going to stumble in a negative direction after that hit. Washington got enough of the front of his base to drop him after a 3-yard gain. Pardon me, make it a 4-yard gain. He got up to the 32. That's the end of the third quarter. Here we are, fourth quarter now. First play of the fourth quarter. Panthers trail, 2nd and 6 from their own 32. This time the Panthers come out in 4 wide, and the Sharks go into a dime. Here's the snap on 2nd down and 6. And it's another give to Broussard, who's got a huge hole across the 40. And he collides with his guard at the 45. And that's going to turn him and maybe save a touchdown for the Sharks. It's number 68, right guard Gerald Brusley. That is not a good look. Oof. But it's still a big 23-yard gain for the Panthers on a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line of the Sharks. Play 2, fourth quarter. Panthers coming back out in that 4 wide receiver set. Sharks in the dime. Here's the snap. Dotson back to throw. Stepping up, chased by Atkinson. Gets away. Gets the third stop. He's under pressure from York, but he can throw. He's got Epps open at the 30-yard line, but this is a pressure pass. That will make this a dangerous throw with those Sharks nearby. It's 71, John York applying that pressure. Hudson trying to connect with Epps at the 24, and it's picked off by Melville. Nate Melville races to the sideline with that ball out at the 24, ending that Panther drive. We will move to play 3 of the fourth quarter, and with 5 plays left in the game, Carolina has the lead and the ball. We're in that 2 tight end single back set. And there's a snap, and the give is, guess who? Dillon gets through the middle of the line, and he's going to gash the Panthers again for a big gainer out near midfield. And Dillon's got to be close to 200 yards. Play 4, fourth quarter, 1st and 10 from the 50-yard line. Hand off to Dillon. Dillon pounds in behind his offensive line. Look at them shove the Panthers downfield, but then Dillon gets turned by Noble. Safety got in there somehow and turned Dillon enough to stop him after a 10-yard gain. That's a first down. So the Sharks move the sticks, and we move on to play 5, fourth quarter. Sharks up 14-10. Plays running out here for the Panthers. With that last first down, the Panthers are going to need a turnover to get the ball back, but they're getting bullied up front. Okay, Sharks come out in that 2 tight end single back set. You would expect to see Dillon get the ball. Here's a snap. Dillon gets a carry. Oh, Lisbon comes in. Lisbon shoots the gap. The right side linebacker drops Dillon for his first loss of the game. It's going to be a 2-yard loss. And let's take another look at that. Lisbon shot that B gap and laid the wood on Dillon. Not many highlights for the Panthers defense tonight, but that may have been their best play in this game. What that's going to do is increase the odds that the Sharks will pass on the next play, play 6, which is exactly what the Panthers want them to do. Now, in a regular football game, the team with the lead would just run the clock out. There is no clock in the AEFL. Teams must play with the regular call sheet unless it's the very last play of the game, then the team leading would likely run. So it's 2nd and 12. Let's see what Carolina does. They are coming out in 4 wide. And as expected, the Panthers come out in the dime. Here's the snap. Godwin is back to throw. Looks like he's going to be chased by Lockport. Look at slot receiver Troy Ridgeland, pink base, already wide open down at the 20. Godwin needs to get the third stop to throw. Dotson heads upfield. Lockport chasing. Lockport hitting him. That side shot won't bring him down. He rolls to his right. He avoids McNary. Gets to the 44. He can throw. Looking downfield. Does he have anyone open? Ridgeland ran out of bounds in the back of the end zone, but it looks like he's got Lane Holly behind the defense at the 4-yard line. The ball will be placed in the middle of the end zone. Holly's going to get a chance to end the game right here. Holly going for the ball, and he just misses it to the right. We look at this again, and Godwin can't connect with Holly on a millimeter to the right. So that's going to bring up play 7, last play of the game. Sharks still in the lead. And as long as they hold on to the ball on this last play, they win the game. Panthers need a defensive score. Now, on the last play of the game, you will likely see Dylan get the call. Carolina comes out in the eye, and that does strongly suggest run. And here's a snap. No surprise, Dylan gets the ball, trying to close out this game. Dylan peels off to his right, met by Martin at the line of scrimmage. Pushing through that contact, breaks Martin's tackle, out into the open field, runs into his own man, but he's gone. Dylan seals the deal in the last play of the game with a 42-yard touchdown run. The extra point try, for those of you who had Carolina by 10.5, it's good. And it is 21-10. That's your final. Hope you enjoyed today's game. I will make sure to bring you more exhibition action as I get more teams painted up. Thanks for watching.